And here comes the pre-ban, and we are seeing a Diana pre-ban from DUCHAN, and we have the Shizuka pre-ban as well. Wow, Diana pre-ban. Who would have thought putting just Diana in the pre-ban? It's just unbelievable. First pick from DUCHAN is a Laura. Out of all the LD stripper or all the good stripper in the game, Laura is being picked up. She was buffed in the last balance patch. She used to only give defense buff, but now she can give speed buff as well, making her a very dangerous turn 1 stripper. And here comes the Fire Monkey and Riley. Not Raccoony, but Riley. And DUCHAN's going to follow up with the best follow-up a man can ask for. And that's going to be the Nephthys for his follow-up. And the Changpeng for some attack bar pushback as well, potentially. No, it's going to go in with an Abelio. But with the defense buff from the Laura, that Abelio might be one-shotting anything in his sight with the defense break. So what is LANCHET gonna do against this? Is he gonna pick up a Heigang to counter Laura? Or he's gonna pick up a Veramos, the free-to-play Dark Nat file you can get from Fusion to counter the Nephthys, one of the best counterplay you can ask for against Nephthys, and Gio to really be annoying with the strip into Karma and the Spare Stun. DUCHAN's gonna go with Tomoe and Changpeng for attack by pushback to counter the Veramos, and Tomoe to potentially spread the debuff from the Changpeng or the Nephthys, and then using Abelio to one-shot the enemy team. So, are we seeing a Juno getting picked up by LANCHET here? Or a Tetra? Or potentially a Heigang? No, it's gonna be a Douglas last pick here against DUCHAN because he doesn't have a unit with high attack power. And if you ban out the Nephthys, there's no attack break as well. It's going to be a Tomoe ban because of the attack power reduction and the debuff spread, and the Douglas ban because Douglas can potentially solo the entire team of DUCHAN. But Nephthys will have a lot of problem with this Veramos here if the Changpeng fails to push back the Veramos attack bar. Here comes the strip into the defense buff. No Despair Stun in sight. And the Gio is going to take a turn, but the multiple buff from the Laura is deterring Gio from stopping the Changpeng from moving. And oh, no. It's not looking good at all for LANCHET. Here comes the pushback. And the Abelio with defense buff will not kill the monkey. I expected more, but that was not enough damage. But the speed buff will allow Abelio to lap the Veramos and almost finish off the monkey, but the violent proc is gonna be enough to finish off the monkey. Veramos definitely gonna be in trouble here, but here comes the Veramos time to shine. Cleanse debuff, and look at the attack bar of the Veramos. Focus on that part, guys. Instant attack bar and AoE cleanse, and another instant attack bar filled up from the Veramos. But is that gonna be enough? Because how can Veramos do enough damage against the Abelio on the other side? And here comes the defense buff again coming out from the Laura, and the potential defense break coming out from the Changpeng as well. Here comes the stun onto the Changpeng from the Gio, and trying to stun the Abelio as well, but couldn't get it done. Veramos trying to bring down this Laura, but that's not going to be enough. Nowhere near enough damage against this Laura defense buff. Here comes the Gio looking to shut down the Abelio as well as the Changpeng. No, only focus on the Abelio. Veramos doing a bit of control against the enemy team here. So looking like DUCHAN's trying to find an opening to one-shot this Veramos, but that's not going to be easy because he needs to land the defense break and having the defense buff. But that defense... Oh, that defense break into a Veramos crit, allowing the Veramos to one-shot the Laura. No way. Maybe LANCHET is not going down just yet because without the Laura, the Abelio just lost a big source of damage boost. And Veramos is a hard counter to the Nephthys here. And there's nothing that this Nephthys can do. This Changpeng is also under a lot of pressure, taking a lot of damage from the Gio and the Veramos here. The Veramos being a perfect counter to the enemy is very, very amazing to see. Here comes the defense break coming out from the segment, I mean, the Nephthys and the pushback coming out from the Changfeng. Here's the opportunity for the Veramos will survive this. Will the Nephthys do enough? No, the Veramos will survive everything. And he will cleanse, and he will stun, and he will get a turn, and he will take away the Changfeng as well. In a single moment, Veramos function of 5 different units and taking care of the enemy team. Veramos being the main character in the show, absolutely destroy DUCHAN team. Wow, incredible. This Vero surviving the damage, doing the control, doing the damage, and doing the healing as well. He did everything in one single unit. What an incredible counterplay coming out from LANCHET. And now he's waiting for a moment to defense break the enemy unit, and Veramos will take care of the rest. And there's no way this Nephthys can do anything anymore, because if she dropped the debuff, Veramos gonna take care of that in a second. Just like that, guys. Just like that. One of the strongest control unit in the game being absolutely countered by a free-to-play unit called Veramos. If you ever have any problem with Nephthys, remember, you can always use a good Veramos. And how to do that? You can build your Veramos on Triple Nemesis, Violent Nemesis, on Speed HP HP, or Speed Crit Rate HP. But I recommend Speed HP HP to survive the enemy damage, like how the Veramos survived the Abelio right there. Having some damage reduction from water and light can be very good as well. And Veramos absolutely dominated DUCHAN. LANCHET, well done. Well done. I like what I'm seeing today. Good job, man. Amazing performance from LANCHET. Are we seeing a Veramos free ban next game? Who knows? It might happen. Maybe LANCHET's gonna it's gonna win everything. His counterplay is top notch. Man, he's playing turn 2 as well. He's giving hope to all the turn 2 player. All the turn 2 non-LD player. LANCHET. Incredible performance. Alright, we are going into game 2 between LANCHET and DUCHAN. The pre-ban will be Jackson and Tomoe. So they all know that LANCHET has Jackson, but I don't see him drafting Jackson at all. He doesn't need to, because Veramos is really, really good. First pick for LANCHET, and that's going to be the good old Riley, and DUCHAN's gonna take the Shizuka and potentially, oh, he's gonna steal the Fire Monkey. DUCHAN is gonna go for turn 2 this round as well, potentially. So what will LANCHET do against this? Gonna, excuse me? He go for the Douglas and Diana so early into the draft, and usually these two units are the counterplay and usually pick last. But LANCHET is like, nah, this is my team. I'm gonna pick them first. So what is DUCHAN gonna do? He needs to pick some sort of strong fire unit, and that's gonna be Adriana and Tessarian. And, it's gonna be Ragdoll, and it's gonna be Gelnir, the healer that's really good against heavy buffer, because when you buff, Gelnir is gonna gain stack, and Gelnir is gonna heal every turn, and there's no way gonna bring the enemy down. And LANCHET is gonna go for the Nana and the Kinky for damage. Nana's gonna go for the AoE defense break as well. That's gonna be very scary. And I think he's gonna look for the ban or the Shizuka, which means DUCHAN might have to pick up Adriana to provide a buff for the Ragdoll and the Monkey. So it's gonna be a Riley ban and potentially the Shizuka or Adriana ban. It's gonna be a Nana ban and it's gonna be a Shizuka ban here. DUCHAN rocking the Adriana. I love the rise of this unit in this meta because I love it. I want it to be shown to the world how good it is. But here we go. LANCHET's gonna absolutely destroy my dream. Adriana providing with buff for the team. Attack buff monkey looking very scary. Going straight into the Diana, but not gonna bring the Diana just yet. Diana gonna go for the transformation. But every damage that you can do will be healed instantly by the Gelnir. With all these buffs going on, I think Gelnir is gonna be an incredible unit. And people think Gelnir is not that good. And also Gelnir is just a guild siege unit. But here, DUCHAN is showing you guys that if you pick Gelnir in the right situation, he's gonna be one hell of a annoying healing kind of thing that you just can't get rid of. And I think LANCHET getting outdrafted this round already because who's gonna stop the monkey? And it's gonna have attack leader and attack buff as well. Douglas not gonna do anything against this monkey. And I think Kinky in the end game will sooner or later get oblivion by Adriana, and that's gonna be terrible for Kinky. Here comes the damage from the Kinky. Doing very, very good damage, but not quite enough just yet. Because the moment this Riley buff, Gelnir is gonna have that healing thing back going for him. Riley's gonna go for the buff right there. Giving 5 stacks to the Gelnir. But the problem with Gelnir is that you have to touch the enemy. Enemy have to touch you before you can heal your team. But here comes Adriana providing the buff for the team as well. And here comes the moment where the monkey is going to take away. Oh, the fire is not going to go down just yet. But I'm sure it will go down anytime now. But without Adriana, no oblivion. Will the Kinky solo DUCHAN? We shall find out. Here comes the Fire Ryu going down. And will Riley Kinky win or Fire Monkey and Ragdoll win? Oh, do you guys see that? I can see the Kinky being very, very scary because there is no more buff for DUCHAN if he takes out the Riley. And that also means no more healing for the team as well. And this Kinky with a couple good lucky defense break. The Kinky cannot revenge because the damage of the monkey and the Ragdoll is way too strong. The Kinky passive is useless here. It's GG. The damage he can do is way too strong. And the Kinky will not revenge. And GG. Wow. DUCHAN ignore the passive and just beat the Giga Chat and out damage the passive. Wow. The attack lead, the stat boost, everything works against the Kinky. GG. DUCHAN will take game 2 and we are going to game 3. Alright guys, settle down, settle down. It's gonna be game 3. Who's gonna come out on top? Spam your favorite player name in the chat right now to support for that person because he needs your support, okay? Would be the Bruiser non-LD gamer LANCHET, or would be the heavy... Oh wait, no. I mean, no, not like that. I mean the heavy contender, as in he's strong. I'm sorry, my bad. I mean the one with the great expectation, DUCHAN. Okay. Not like that, okay? Don't put it in the wrong way. I mean, his box is heavy, okay? Oh my God, Adriana, make it to the pre-ban. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Adriana, my favorite unit, is making it to the pre-ban. So much respect for this unit. Wait, he's stealing the Riley as well. Unbelievable. But LANCHET is not giving up turn 2. He's going with the monkey and the Diana in the first turn. What is DUCHAN gonna do here? I think we're gonna see some sort of Tessarian. Yes, and maybe a Nephthys into this as well. No, he's gonna bring in a Ragdoll because LANCHET is gonna crit along the way. Here comes the Nana for the defense break and potentially a Raccoon in this slot for the healer. What is it going to be? Of course, he's gonna go for Raccoon. What else he's gonna go with? So DUCHAN, you need to bring in a Nephthys right now, and maybe what else can he bring in here? He need a strong fire thingy, or can be a water thingy as well. It's gonna be a Wusa for some protection though, just to be safe. Just to be safe, it's gonna be a Wusa. Oh, what is that? That is going to be Ella, the light totemist. What does she do again? I know she has an AoE heal into cooldown reset. She can boost attack bar and cooldown reset. She can't be reset. She's like a 5-star math with healing, if I can put it in a easy to understand concept. Wow, that is so weird. And here comes the Veramos last week to counter the Nephthys. I think it's gonna be a Veramos ban or a Raccoon ban, but I highly think it's gonna be a Veramos ban. And it's gonna be a Riley ban over there. DUCHAN will keep his LD, and we get to see what this LD does, because I have no idea what it will do. Here comes the Nephthys looking for a target, but even the monkey is on Will Runes. So you can't debuff them to kill them off turn 1. Mr. Bleven on the Raccoon as usual. Mr. Bleven on Raccoon altogether. Raccoon being one of the most annoying thing in the game once again, guys. So what is it gonna be? Diana? She is actually gonna transform. Gonna go for the damage onto the Ragdoll here actually. Only 2.7 because of the reflect damage on Ragdoll. Also means damage reduction on the Ragdoll itself. Ragdoll looking for a target. Probably gonna be the Diana. Gonna go for a quick skill 1. So will this monkey get a quick sneaky violent proc to finish up the Ragdoll? Maybe. Oh, is it happening? It couldn't happen in time. But this AoE skill might boost the Diana attack bar. And she would not choose to do that because the Ella can heal the Ragdoll a little bit here. Gonna go for the attack bar push into the ignore defense. And the Oblivion setup so that he can kill without getting into the revive mechanic of the Nana. And that's gonna be the Nana going down as well. But it also means the Ragdoll will pay with the life because he didn't get healed at all. Damage onto the Thessarian. But the Diana can't really go into the Thessarian at this point though. Here comes the damage onto the Nephthys potentially. It is going to be on the Nephthys. Not a whole lot of damage right there. It's too early into the game. But still half HP on Nephthys already. Nephthys is going to have the opportunity to drop the debuff and get a violent proc as well. And Thessarian, if he's lucky, he might get a quick kill. Can he get it done? You have one job, Thessarian, but you cannot get it done. Monkey, though, on the other hand, doing a lot of damage on the Thessarian. And the Violent Pro on the Diana to do a lot of damage onto the Thessarian as well. Raccoon is going to have the finishing move right here. But now Diana is stuck in the human form, which means she might get killed quickly if she's unlucky. And here's the moment. The damage from the Nymph is not going to be enough. And the Diana is going to go back to the horse form with a violent pro as well. LANCHET is doing it. Raccoon is gonna heal the Diana, who's gonna protect it by the shield, and there's nothing that DUCHAN can do. It's gonna be some quick protection, but now is it gonna be enough to kill? Because in between the shield and the healing from Raccoon, there's nothing that this Nephthys can do anymore. I think LANCHET might be stepping 1 foot into the final already, because DUCHAN just doesn't have any damage anymore. The monkey, the rat, and the horse, this trio is impossible to be killed at this point. I think it's over. Even with unlimited violence from this Nephthys cannot bring this back, because Ella can't heal enough compared to the damage that the horse can do right now. Dino transformation going in with the damage, and inevitable loss for DUCHAN is coming up. GG, LANCHET will take this win. He's gonna go on to be the final player. The player in the final for APAC Group A Day 1.